I believe in your household growing up, your father was in the British Army, your mother was Irish, and you began training jiu-jitsu at the age of 8. Was your home sort of a strict sort of regiment, sort of a home where discipline and was key at a young age?
So, first of all, I'm driving in the car. It's a bit of a bad line, but I think I know what you asked me. Yeah, my dad was in the army. He was serving in Northern Ireland, and he met my mom. She's from Killalay, which is a small town near Downpatrick.
Yeah.
Obviously, they got married, they had kids, and we moved to England. And I started training martial arts when I was 8 years old, and always just really loved it, had a flair for it. And then from there, got into kickboxing, and then obviously eventually mixed martial arts in the UFC.
Yeah, and Michael, one of the things that struck me was when I was looking back and researching about you, was your eagerness to compete at an early age. At 15 years, you competed in an amateur competition, Britain's first no-hold-barred competition, like a modern MMA. For a 15-year-old to take part in such a competition like that, was that something out of the norm? Because it certainly was it something that you wouldn't really hear of? Or what was that like at 15 years old, going into a no-hold sort of barred competition as a young, real sort of fighter?
Yeah, of course, when you put it like that, it does sound kind of crazy. Yeah. But as I say, I had a lot of success in martial arts tournaments when I was younger. So when I'd win the under-14s, I'd win the under-16s, and then they'd put me in the men's as well, just for experience. And turned out I was doing pretty well against the men. So, I was doing what they call knockdown sport budo, which is very similar to mixed martial arts. I was 15 in my first one of those, but I did pretty well. I was still winning the tournament. Looking back, it does seem kind of crazy, but I enjoyed it at the time.
Yeah, and I suppose then at 18, as you said, you began training in boxing, kickboxing and karate, and you met sort of one of your early sort of mentors there in Alan Clarkin from Black Knight's kickboxing. And as an 18-year-old, what ways did he help mould or shape you, or what advice did he give you that helped you at a young age to make the next step?
Yeah, well, as you said, I started training at Black Knight's kickboxing when I was about, 15 or 16 as well. And it was just another coach, another set of eyes, new skills. It was the first time I'd really studied kickboxing. It added to my all-round game. And, I was fortunate enough to win a couple of titles in kickboxing. I really enjoyed it, and I guess that helped forge my style going forward.
Yeah, and I suppose, as you said, you went on then over a relatively short period of time then to become the Pro British Light Heavyweight Kickboxing title. But I suppose, Michael, is it fair to say that you were still trying to find yourself at that time, and your career sort of stagnated there for a bit? You sort of went there and you sort of worked the old common jobs that everyone has to do before the breakthrough. You worked in factories, you worked in demolition companies, you were a postman, you were a tiler, you were a plaster and a salesman. So you sort of did all the hard graft as well during that time leading up to your sort of big break. And what was that like at the time when you wanted this career so bad, but you still had to live the 9-to-5 ordinary day lifestyle as everyone else?
Yeah, well, for me, unfortunately, looking back, it's a big regret in my life. I never really paid attention when I was at school. I always thought it was a waste of time. So as I say, that is a big regret. But I left school, and as you just said there, just a string of not so glamorous jobs, and that's fine, that's the way it goes, but, I wasn't happy. I wanted to provide a better life for my family, for my children, and, eventually, mixed martial arts became a viable option, but coming from that background, coming from doing those, minimum wage jobs, it instilled a work ethic in me, because I didn't want to go back to that kind of environment,